Hello everybody, welcome to another pickup video. You're watching the NES Collector 1985, and I picked up some really good stuff today, guys. I picked up a few things last weekend, but not enough to make a video, so I wanted to wait till I had, enough to keep you guys interested. So, let's get into this stuff. Actually, a few announcements. I am back from vacation. While I was on vacation, I was just, getting my life together, looking for a job and stuff like that. So I did find a job, so congratulations to me. And so I will be, buying a lot more stuff at the art sales. And also, another thing is I'm pretty much done doing walkthroughs for now. I will finish doing Zelda 2 and Vice Project Doom, but after that I'm going to take a break for a couple months. I don't want to play all the games, all at once, and then I run out of ideas and stuff. I don't really like. I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of Super Nintendo or any other console games. I'm just going to stick strictly to NES games. So, anyways, to the pickups. I picked up a few CDs, so I'm just going to go through them real quick. I picked up System of a Down, the first album. That's what we're listening to right now. Soulfly 3, I think that's the name of the album. 3. POD Satellite. And POD the fundamental elements of Southtown. This is a really good CD right here. It's my favorite from POD. Alright, so I actually picked up another Sega Genesis last weekend. So that makes 2 in 2 weeks, and it's like the same exact kind, the 16-bit and everything. So nothing special there. You guys already seen a video last time of me picking one of those up, so I'm not going to spend too much time going into detail. But it did come with a bunch of games, so let me start showing you. This one doesn't have a cover, but it's Jam It. It has the manual. It's like a basketball game. I'm probably going to get rid of that. I don't really like sports games. NBA Live 97. I'm going to get rid of it. Joe Montana Football. I'm going to get rid of it. Batman Forever. This game sucks balls. I'm a huge Batman fan, but that game sucks bad. So I'm getting rid of it. Oops. Bumped the chair. By the way, if you guys didn't notice in the background right here, I picked up a Virtual Boy today. So I'm really stoked about that, but I'll show you at the end of the video. Okay, so let's see. Sonic 3. I just picked this up a couple weeks ago, so I'm going to sell that. And Madden 94. Nothing special. These are the 2 games that I am going to keep because I don't have yet. Streets of Rage 2. I was really happy about this one. No manual, but the game's in there. Huge not for resale thing going across the front. It's kind of weird. Kind of ruins the box art or the art of the game. And Street Fighter 2, the original one, not the tournament edition one. So the game is in rough shape, like the labels, and looked like there was a huge sticker going across the front of it and somebody ripped it off. But besides that, I'm happy to have it. Alright, let's see here. It came with one controller. Not a 6-button controller yet. I'm still looking for a 6-button controller. Came with the power brick or power supply. And it didn't come with the coaxial, but I have an extra one, so I'll just throw it in when I sell it. I also found this cord just laying there, so I picked it up. It's one of those GameCube / N64 cords. Also came with Sonic 2. So Sonic 2 is one of those games that you're pretty much always going to find with a Genesis, just like Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt. You're always going to find that if somebody's selling a Nintendo. It's pretty much always in there. So anyways, I traded a couple games with a friend. I traded two original Xbox games for two PS1 games. First one is Pandemonium, and the funny thing is I was hanging out at his house and looking through his games, and I said, "You have this game? Wow." What's his name? Motherfucker Mike just did a review of this game on Cinemassacre, and it looks like a really fun game, and so that's what got the trade going. You know, I said I really want it, and then he said he wanted some Xbox games. So anyways, that's what started the trade. He also had Blaster Master, just the disc only, so I picked that up just to give it a shot, see how fun it is. I'm probably not going to keep it because it is just the disc only though. And I picked this up at a yard sale, Simpsons Season 1 for $1. I paid $20 for this at Walmart when it first came out, so I think it's funny that I could have just waited and paid $1 for it, but I'm going to try to sell that on eBay. Alright, so that's all the stuff. That's all the stuff from last weekend, and that only took 6 minutes, including the announcements and stuff, so that's why I didn't make the video. But let's get into the stuff from this week. This is really interesting. It has nothing to do with video games, but I thought it was really cool when I saw it. It's well, you're not gonna be able to see it because it's so. Let me just try to back it up a little bit. It's it's a replica bong from the movie Cheech and Chong. It's not a real bong or anything, but I thought it was really cool because it was actually like used in the movie. That's what the guy at the yard sale says anyway. He said it was an actual prop from the movie or whatever. So I don't know for sure if it is an actual prop from the movie, but that's pretty cool anyway, I guess. Let's see, I picked up a whole box of video games for $30. There's like, I think there was 19 games altogether in it, plus a bunch of cords and controllers and stuff. So I didn't think $30 was a bad deal. Alright, let's start. I'll start showing you the games right now. Disc only, Oni for the PS2. I have that game already complete, so I'm going to try to sell it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but I'll try to. Codebreaker game for the PS2. Not a game, but like a Game Genie type thing for the PS2. Let's see, Truckmania for the PS1. It's got a GameStop sticker on there from like 10 years ago. Let's see, Fantastic Four. This one is just missing the manual. Norse by Northwest, also missing the manual. And Buzz Lightyear for the PS1. There's Buzz. So yeah, there's the PS1 games that were in the box. There was one GameCube game in there, Tales of Symphonia. I'm not sure if this game is rare, but I've heard of it before. And I know it's an RPG, so I'm not going to be able to play it or keep it because I'm not into RPGs. So I'll try selling it on eBay or something like that. Or if you guys are interested, then just send me a personal message or leave a message or something like that. So yeah, that was the only GameCube game. There's a whole bunch of regular Nintendo games here. We got Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt and World Class Track Meet, Super Mario Bros. I'm not going to keep any of those because I have all those games already. So those are going to be sold. These are the games I'm actually going to keep. The Uncanny X-Men. This was an interesting one. Worm. Not really focusing, but there we go. Journey to the Center of the Earth. So it's a pretty interesting cover, and looks like an interesting game. I hope it's pretty fun. I actually have, whoops, I have this game already, so I'm going to sell it. Star Tropics. This is a cool one, Gunsmoke. It's a Capcom game. It's got the old school Capcom, you know, background logo like the first Mega Man and stuff like that. It's a really fun game, and it's kind of expensive on eBay, so I'm really happy to find that. And Disney Adventures in the Magic Kingdom. Game Grumps did a video about this. It was pretty funny. But their stuff lately isn't really that funny, I don't think. Maybe it's just like getting old to me, but I haven't watched one of their videos in forever. So anyways, there's a bunch of Super Nintendo games in here. Wordtris. I already have this game, so I'm going to try to sell that. Let's see, Super Play Action Football. Sorry for the camera if it's not focusing right. Madden 94. Super Black, excuse me, Super Black Bass. Full Throttle. I'm probably going to keep that one, it looks pretty fun. I don't know about the sports games or the fishing games, but Super Off-Road, I already have this one, so I'm going to sell it. Again, I don't know why the camera's not focusing. It's like if I hold it really close, it takes a while though. Red Line, and I'm kind of shaky. Red Line F1 Racer. Ken Griffey Winning Run. And Urban Strike. I'm probably going to keep this one, it looks really fun. Sorry, I'm so shaky. And the one last Super Nintendo game in here is the second copy of Super Metroid that I found recently. I just think that's amazing. This one's in really good shape, the label's in really good shape, and the carts are in really good shape, but it doesn't save. So I think I might switch the batteries. I'm not totally sure, but it doesn't really matter anyway because it's a really short game and I could beat it in like 2 hours anyway, so I don't know, it doesn't really matter. You don't really have to have a battery unless you want to show somebody like your progress later on or something. So anyways, that was it for the Super Nintendo games. Let's go on to the Sega Saturn games. There was a whole bunch of Sega Saturn games in the box. So I was really stoked about this too. I still am. Crusader, No Remorse. This is one I'm going to sell because I'm not into RPGs. Panzer Dragoon 2. I'm pretty sure it goes for a pretty decent price on eBay, so it should pay for the whole box. You know, I paid $30 for all these games. If I sell Panzer Dragoon for 30 bucks, then I should make my money back. Grid Runner. Super Metroid 2, I'm going to make at least 20 bucks on Super Metroid, so. Siberia. Gen War. This one doesn't have the manual, but it's Here of Zendor, or Higher of Zendor. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. It's H-E-I-R. So, but it does have the original case in there. Oh wait, that's not the original case. That's Guardian Heroes. Huh, that's weird. I didn't even notice that. Okay, so this is a really cool one. Galactic Attack. The back of it, or, you know, the artwork or whatever, looks amazing. It's one of those shooter games like Gradius or whatever. And that's what the Saturn is really best for, you know, it's fighters and shooters. So I'm really happy to pick that up. Another copy of Robotica. This was the only game in the whole lot that I already had, so I thought that was cool that I was able to find a game that I already have too, and maybe I can, you know, sell it with Panzer Dragoon 2, maybe as a set or something like that. So that's it for those. Let's see. I have a... Do I? No, I guess that was it. That was it for the box, except for the couple controllers. So I'll show you the controllers real quick before I move on to more games. PS1 controller, third party. This was really cool to find. NES dog bone. It looked like a dog was actually chewing on it. Maybe the dog thought it was in a bone or something like that. I don't know. But well, it could have been a kid or something. Not too big of a deal. This came with the NES 2, like the slim version. And this was in there too, an NES Max. I don't have one of these yet either, so this was really cool to find those together. And the last thing that was in the box, besides this little GameCube memory card, is an NES Advantage. Another thing I'm really stoked about. Like I said, today was an awesome day, guys. I was so happy on the drive home, and I still am, like, really happy. So I tested it out and it does work. So that was it for those. Let's see. I drove all the way out to Palmdale. The first yard sale I went to, I drove all the way out to Palmdale, which is about 20-30 minutes away because I'm in Lancaster. And well, actually it was only like 15, but anyways. I drove all the way out to this yard sale because they had an ad on Craigslist saying that they had video games, and the only game they had was Pac-Man for the GameCube. So I was really disappointed about that. I only paid 50 cents for it, and it's a game I don't have, so I guess that's okay. But still, I was like, really? This was also in that box I got for 30 bucks, a GameCube power cord. And yeah, that was it for that box. And here's another game that I picked up at a separate yard sale. I was really happy to see it. Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge. I'm a huge Nightmare Before Christmas fan and Tim Burton fan in general. His old stuff is really great. I don't know about his new stuff. I haven't seen most of his new stuff, and the stuff I have seen I didn't like. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of Nightmare Before Christmas, and this game, I seen a review on it a couple months ago, and I remember them saying it's like God of War, sort of. So that's going to be really fun to play, I think. Alright, I have, where is it? I have a little Game Boy game here. Here it is. Game Boy Advance. I picked this up for $2 and the guy wanted 5 for it. Circle of the Moon. I haven't really played it too much yet, but because I'm stuck on Castlevania Aria of Sorrow right now, so I don't want to play like 2 Castlevania games at once. But after I beat Aria of Sorrow, which is going to be pretty soon, I'm going to play this. And so far I played like the first 10 or 15 minutes and it was really fun. You know, just that little amount of time, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to like it. This right here was a really cool find. So I showed up to this yard sale randomly. I just saw a sign and pulled in. And the only thing they had there that was video game related was this right here. Game Boy player disc for the GameCube. I picked up the bottom part, the part that you actually like put the cartridge in. I picked that up a couple months ago at a yard sale for a couple bucks. So altogether, I paid $1 for this. So I only paid like $3 altogether. And if you go on eBay, you could spend like 35 to 40 bucks on the disc and the actual what do you call it, the adapter or whatever. So I got a really good deal, guys. It is a little tiny bit scratched up, but it still plays, and I haven't had a problem with it. And that's how I've been playing Aria of Sorrow, is on the GameCube. So anyways, I thought that was a really good find. If you guys are looking for something that's sort of expensive, go to the art sales and check for a while first before you just splurge on it, unless you really want it right away. So, the last thing I wanted to show you guys was obviously the Virtual Boy. So, let me show you the games real quick that came with it. First of all, they were asking $45 for it, and I started at 20. I told her I would give her 20 for it, and she said, she was really cute about it. She's like, she thought about it. She's like, no. And so I was like, okay, well, how about 25? She goes, no. And I go, okay, how about 30? And she goes, well, let me ask my boyfriend. So she goes and gets her boyfriend out of the house, and he goes, "Yeah, man, this is a rare system. You can buy it on eBay for 80 bucks or whatever." And he's right. It does go for at least 80 bucks. But I told him, I said, you know, it's a yard sale, and you got to give me a good deal. So he gave it to me for 35, which is $10 less than what he was asking. And it came with all these games. Tellero Boxer, I guess it's called. I guess that's what we're calling it. Red Alarm. Vertical Force. And these are the games that don't have any boxes. And Waterworld. And hey everyone, the SD card got full, so the camera turned off. So let's just continue on where we were. See, I got Golf. All these games are boxed and complete with the manual. Nesters Funky Bowling. Panic Bomber, so it's like Bomberman. That's pretty cool. I don't even think I have a Bomberman game yet, so. Galactic Pinball. Yeah, so it didn't come with the Mario Tennis game that you usually see the Virtual Boy with. But, well, you don't usually see the Virtual Boy, but when you do come across it, usually Mario Tennis is in there, but it didn't have it. I checked the system itself, but Galactic Pinball is in there. So, yeah. Real quick, I wanted to show you guys too. This was also in that box with all that stuff for 30 bucks. There was just so much stuff that there was, you know, I just forgot to show you. Hey, what's up? Yeah, so it's like a PS2 screen thing that adapts to the PS2. So you could play it, I don't know. I don't know what you would do, like just set it on a table and play it or something like that, but it's definitely, it definitely doesn't make it like a handheld, that's for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna take the camera off of the tripod now so I can show you guys the actual Virtual Boy. I'm not gonna do any like gameplay or anything, but okay, so here is like the inside of the box when it's opened up, and then shut. Okay, so this is like, I'm gonna try to pull this out here with one hand. It's pretty light. It says Virtual Boy on the front. And then here's where you put your eyes. I'm not going to give you guys a history lesson about this thing because I don't know much about it yet, but I know that it gave people headaches and migraines and stuff. So I'm going to try not to play it for more than like 15-minute periods, so that way I don't get a headache. That's the controller, by the way. I think it's really weird how the D-pads, there's like a D-pad on each side. It's basically mirrored. Each side is mirrored. Like there's two buttons on each side, one D-pad on each side, and a button on each side on the back. So, and the stand is in there. That metal right there down there. That's like for the stand. And then here's the power cord. I don't think there's an AV cord. I don't see why you would need one. You just should be able to plug it in, and you know, just because the screen's right there anyway. So yeah, I think that's complete. I'm pretty sure. Let me know in the comments if you guys know if I'm missing anything in here, if you know about the Virtual Boy. And that's it for this video, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you stuck through the whole thing. Leave a comment down there and let me know what you guys think about this week's find and finds. And you know, let me know what you guys found this weekend or last weekend, if you found anything cool. And hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video. Later.